In a new TV show that aired last night, a couple revealed how they're raising their baby without a gender. So do they have a point, Sarah? In this world where there are lots of different labels for lots of different things, people do feel a different way, and hopefully people feel like they can be what they want to be. Is this a way of dealing?
It's interesting, isn't it? Because we watch this and a lot of people get their knickers in a twist. And, you know, the thing is, essentially, what this couple are saying is what I kind of did. When Zach and Amara both were born, I didn't automatically go and buy pink things, blue things. I didn't give Zach a digger. I didn't give Amara a doll. I just let them kind of gravitate to whatever they wanted to. It's just that I didn't choose to give them a they pronoun or whatever. So I think a lot of us are actually doing that in today's society anyway. It's just not, we're just not making a big deal about it. So I don't actually have anything, I don't have anything wrong with what they're doing. I don't have an opinion on it. I think as long as they're not harming anybody else, why does it matter what they do? I actually have more of a problem with, and this is a personal thing to me, that we will discuss this till we're blue in the face and we'll talk them that they're not doing the right thing, causes confusion for society. I actually think, for me, what's really more of a discussion point is when parents put their religion on a child and that child doesn't have a choice. And I tell you why I feel so passionately about that is because I was brought up in a community where you automatically were that religion. But actually I grew up thinking, well, I don't really want that. And it's very difficult to stand against that.
Yeah.
So Sarah, many people have had that situation. But the thing I want to say about this, I'm not being judgmental on the family. Every family has a right to bring their child or children up whatever way they want. And also, I want to say I'm 1,000,000% behind people who change their gender for whatever reason. They're old enough to realise what they want to be in life. And as you said at the beginning, Christine, people can be what they want to be these days. But I'm afraid I do have my knickers in a twist, as you put it, about a baby, because, you know, the baby is born, comes out of the womb, the doctor goes, it's a boy, it's a girl, you know. The boy has his bits, classify him as a boy, and the girl similarly. Now, I do understand that when a child gets older and can understand things, but I don't get it in terms, and I wouldn't, for me or my grandchildren, or if I was old enough to have or young enough, should I say, to have a baby, I would never want to call it they, because I grew up, you know, if you said it or called somebody it, you say, it has got a name.
But a baby isn't aware of their sexuality anyway. A baby's too young to understand.
But why would you do that? That's what I'm saying. Why would you do that?
I'm quite tolerant of this couple, I must say. I didn't really upset me at all. Obviously, I haven't had children. I've only had stepchildren. But, I mean, looking back on my own childhood, I was very, very thrilled to get Meccano and Hornby Dublo and trains, and I was very angry when I was given a doll. And, in fact, I ripped the arms off. But, you know, I think children have to decide for themselves, and that is a gradual thing. And we see lots of children who, boys who might wear dresses and then go back to and it's so interesting watching what's happening now in society, that we are getting far more accepting of people say, I don't know what my gender is or what my sexuality is.
Not when you're a baby. I mean, I just feel to take that decision when there's a little baby first born.
They haven't taken the decision. They're letting it evolve.
They're calling the baby they.
But the baby doesn't feel that. You know, the baby's in a loving environment.
But they're doing television. They're putting in the newspaper. They want to keep the baby's gender secret.
They wanted to have a discussion point about it.
Yeah, but and here's the whole point, which actually amused me in a way, because I'm a grandparent. The grandparent, the mother and father weren't even told the gender of the baby.
But would it make you treat the baby differently?
No. That's not the point I'm talking about. The grandmother didn't even know what gender the baby was until she changed the baby's nappy. You know, and I mean, I just think, to me, it's slightly ridiculous, and I don't blame the family. I mean, I'm not getting at the family. I'm generalising that.
I think you know what? I think in 10 years' time, that generation will be looking at us going, I can't believe you made such a big deal about it. If you look at all the topics that we've ever discussed, homosexuality, transgender, all of these things that my generation, it's not something we're used to, but the new generation, you know, my children, they'll come in and they'll go, oh, Mummy, you know, Tom's decided he wants to be a girl today. And they go, oh, can I have some porridge?
But that's when you're old enough maybe to make a decision.
I know, but what I'm saying is that the society that we're moving into is a lot more tolerant. We need to have these discussion points, and we need to be able to discuss and say, oh, OK, this is this, but it leads to a more accepting society. I know there are societies in the world where you can't still be gay. You can't have discussion about women's sexuality.
But I said at the very beginning, people can make their own choices now when they're old enough to realise what gender they want to be.
This baby can't make a choice, and these parents are saying, well, we're doing this for our child.
What I would say is, and we've had people on this very stage talking about this, when they genuinely feel like they've been born into the wrong body. And if that is the case, and it can be a horrendous time for so many people to go through that, and it's a personal mental struggle. And so if you are born into a family where it really doesn't matter, and it's set out from the second that you're born, doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter.
You've got a baby, Christine. Could you even imagine calling your baby they?
No, I mean, to me, my little one's is a little girl, but I have absolutely no problem as she develops, and if she turns into whatever it may be, I will be very, very accepting of that.
When they're old enough to grow
into that. I absolutely understand that.
Decision.
But maybe this couple are just a step ahead of us.
Yeah,
maybe they're.
I think the language we use now when talking about sexuality and gender has evolved so much, and I can completely understand that people might feel left out, confused, unable to keep up with it. But I find it all quite exciting. I think it's an exciting time when a pop star like Sam Smith can come out and say, you know, he's non-binary, he's a bit of a floating voter when it comes to gender, and his fans will just accept that.
But he's the age he is.
Yes, but we've come a long way in a very short time.
And I think these parents are literally, essentially just saying, look, we're not going to tell you the sex of our baby, so buy whatever you want to buy. Do you see what I mean? It's basic things like that.
I just find it odd.
But if anything, I do know that lots of people from the LGBTQ plus community are very happy that there is a spotlight even being put on this language, this non-binary role as well, because that it exists, and we misunderstand the terminology.
But actually, I do accept what Janet says.
We have to catch up.
We have to learn a new language these days. There are new words, new descriptions, and we do have to learn them.
Absolutely, and Sam Smith is they. He is not he, it's they. And non-binary. And that's just what it is. If you're happy, you're happy. And that
I think that they present a very nice programme. I couldn't call anybody they.